Good day, my name is Andrè4x4. I'm a 4x4 specialist in South Africa. Today I'm standing outside Pretoria at a place called Sandwani Game Lots that's got a brilliant 4x4 playground as well as an academy track whereby I can test 4x4 vehicles. Now today my partner is going to be a Mahindra Scorpio-N that I will take through its paces and see what is the capabilities of this vehicle. So first of all, I'm going to the academy track to see the capabilities and to test the capabilities of the vehicle. Thereafter, I will go out in the bush on 4x4 trails and see what type of terrain this beast can conquer. Under the bonnet of this vehicle, we have a 2.2 liter diesel motor. It's an inline 4-cylinder producing 128.6 kilowatt and 400 Newton meters. That's more than enough for 4x4 purposes. Connected to the engine is a 6-speed automatic gearbox that you can select drive mode, or otherwise you can select the gears yourself. That's very handy when you're doing 4x4. This vehicle is also a part-time 4x4 vehicle, meaning that you can only drive in 4x2 mode on tar, and then on the fly you can select 4x4 when you're approaching a gravel road up to 80 kilometers per hour. But then for terrain like this, where I'm going to test the vehicle today, this is all low range terrain. You have to stop the vehicle, put it in neutral, and then select low range. And that's exactly what I'm going to do now. Back inside the vehicle, I've selected low range and moved the gear lever to drive position. And now we're going to test in the first obstacle, that's a chassis twister, how this driveline is going to react. So I believe that this vehicle is equipped with a mechanical rear diff lock that will engage by itself. So there's no buttons that you need to press. It's also equipped with a EBLD, stands for electronic brake locking differential. So let's test it and see how it works. Right, so in the chassis twister, one wheel in, out, and now the right rear wheel is in the air, and I must say it's working very nicely, kicking in through that obstacle. Let's kick in and through the other side, kicks in again. You must understand, at least 2 wheels is in the air at most of the time. So only 2 wheels touching the ground for traction. The other 2 that's in the air, the system will lock it and through the obstacle. Easy. In the front, this vehicle is equipped with the independent suspension for cornering abilities. And then at the back, you've got a solid axle so you can carry a little bit more weight, as well as it's equipped with a Pentalink system that will help you in off-road conditions. So let's go and test the suspension and see what is the travel on this suspension. It looks pretty good. Must say the vehicle is well balanced between front and rear, and it's easy to go over these obstacles, and there's a reasonable good suspension travel on this vehicle. And that will help that the wheels always try to get traction in different terrains. So let's test this vehicle's incline ability and see how easy you can climb a 40-degree incline. Now 40 degrees is quite serious. You will not get that in off-road. Only on test tracks like this. Oh, we're running just over 1,000 RPM. Brilliant. No wheel spin, well balanced, easy. No effort from the engine. Much easier than other vehicles that I've taken up this one. So let's turn around and go back. Let's see if the downhill assist control can work on this one as well. Line up the vehicle properly. I only see blue sky in front of me. Going up on the tabletop. And now slowly down. Let's check that the vehicle is lined up properly. Yeah, it's lined up on the obstacle. and there are 40 degrees, take my foot off the brakes, and immediately the downhill assist control kicks in and hold the vehicle without running away with me. So this test track has also got a side inclination starting at 20 degrees and then going up on a negative corner to 25, and then from 25 to 30, and from 30 to 35. Let's see if this vehicle can go up to 35 degrees without a rollover. So now I am going on to 30. There you can feel it. I can feel it. That's 30 degrees. I have to grab the grab handle. That's 35. Okay, we're not on a rollover yet. And yeah, definitely 35 degrees. Easy. I can feel the vehicle is quite stable at 35 as well. So I think I'm ready to go off-road now with this vehicle. This vehicle is also equipped with a 4Explore drive mode system, whereby there's 4 different driving modes that you can select. Now that will help me to enhance the driving ability of the off-road ability and off-road performance of this vehicle. So when you start the vehicle is already in a normal driving mode. So that is for tar purposes, fast driving, etc. And you can select 4 high with that mode or in that mode, as well as low range in that mode. Alright, so the next one is for grass, gravel and snow. You can clearly see the light jumps to that one, and that is to enhance the drivability and the stability of the vehicle in those conditions. You will also see it on your dashboard in front of you in the multifunction display. It will show exactly what that one means. Then the next one, turn the knob once to the right hand side and you will see it flickers, and that goes over to mud and ruts, and that is what you will normally use for most of the off-road conditions, gravel, up and downs, and that enhance the torque. So you get maximum torque on all 4 the wheels for those type of conditions, because you need low down torque. The next one, the last one, if you turn the knob again, that is a sand mode. So this vehicle is also equipped with a sand mode. So when you're going into the Kalahari Desert or into Botswana or Namibia, into the sand, or maybe in a riverbed that's a lot of sand, you select that mode. So the sand mode will help you to keep the momentum of the vehicle. So for today's 4x4 here at Sandwani, I'm going to select mud and ruts. So let's take this vehicle now to the off-road tracks and trails, and let's see if this vehicle is capable of doing all the gravel obstacles. Going to turn sharp left here. There's an arrow saying up here. Looks like a chassis twister. Easy does it. Nice traction. That was quite easy. On trails like these, you need to understand your vehicle's angles as well and ground clearances. So this vehicle has got a fairly good ground clearance of 227 millimeters. Here's just the chassis twister I'm going through. So the ground clearance is quite good on this vehicle. More than enough. Now I'm approaching a steep uphill. So the approach angle is 27.2 degrees. Also more than enough. And then the departure angle at the back is a 21.3 degrees departure angle. And then obviously the vehicle needs a proper brake over angle as well, like this, going over, and I don't scrape the vehicle underneath. So the brake over angle is also very good of this vehicle. So more than enough for this vehicle to go quite serious off-road. And it's got a very nice reverse camera as well, especially for the bush, so I can now see that I don't go over the other side. And now forward again. And this vehicle has got a forward camera as well. You just press the button and now the nose is in the air. I can't see in front of me, but the camera will show me where to drive. So I can see that I'm on the track and I'm not going to make an accident or roll the car. Very, very nice feature. Now I'm playing very nicely with the vehicle in off-road mode, and here's a piece of water in front of me. Now this Scorpio-N's wading depth is 500 millimeters, so let's test it. That's very easy. That's very easy. That was 500 mils. Well done. I've decided to take this vehicle now on the gravel roads. So I've selected 4 high because it's important to select 4 high that you can select also on the fly up to 80 kilometers per hour. And I've selected the gravel, snow and grass for Explorer mode. So let's see how this vehicle performs on a gravel road. So let's go on the test and see how the vehicle behaves around the corner. I'm going too fast into the corner. The traction control kicked in there very nicely and helped me not to roll the car around the gravel road corner, going down to 100 and going to do some braking and breakdown. I must say I'm very impressed with the off-road capabilities of this vehicle. I'm leaving Sandwani now on the tar road, already about 30 kilometers away. And I'm also, I must say this vehicle is handling very well on tar road as well. Even lane change maneuvers, the ride is good. It's got a very good electronic stability control built into this vehicle that will assist you in lane change maneuvers and will intervene in cases like this. You can see the vehicle really handles very, very well. And the computer immediately kicks in. So very safe to do a lane change maneuver as well. So now I'm on my way to another place because there's one last bit that I haven't shown you yet, and that is sand driving. So let's go and see how this vehicle performs in the sand. I arrived here at Legends MX just outside Pretoria, and the reason why I'm here is they've got a very nice white beach here. Yes, beach like the sea. So white sand. And now I'm going to test the Scorpio-N. But first, what you need to do when you're going to sand, you need to deflate your tires properly. So I've deflated the tires to just above, around about 1 bar. And I can see that on the instrument panel, because what's very nice of this vehicle is there's a tire pressure monitor system in front of me on the multifunction display. And apart from that, this tire pressure monitor system can also show me the temperature of the tires. Now that's very important when you're going off-road, because you would like to see what is the temperature of the tire rather than the tire pressure, because sometimes when you're traveling long distance gravel roads, you deflate your tires for the corrugation, and then the tires heat up as the heat during the day goes up, sometimes to 40-45 degrees in Namibia, Angola, wherever you're going. And now you can see what is a tire temperature, and there's a warning that will warn you if the tire temperature is too high. Then you can stop and just inflate the tires a little bit, and then you're good to go again. So very, very nice feature on this vehicle. So let's see what it can do in the sand. must say the steering feeling is very, very nice. It's very light, the steering, so I can control it in the sand. Sometimes maybe too light, but I like the steering input. I must say, after a fruitful day of off-roading, I'm very impressed with this vehicle. I can easily take my family to any type of terrain with the capabilities of the Scorpio-N. But sadly, this day comes to an end with my off-roading partner that performed very well with all the obstacles that I threw in its way. From me, Andrè4x4, see you at the next 4x4 outing.